this is a weekly reading for Sagittarius. I do have one channel message for you this week, so let's get into the reading so then we can get into that. We have the Ace of Swords as who you are right now, and that is a clarity of mind. So you might be totally 100% ready, you might have meditated, stretched, feel good about yourself, and then somebody has to ruin it by saying something stupid. But anyway, you feel pretty good right now. And then we have the week's theme, which is going to be the Eight of Swords. The Eight of Swords in reverse is a restrictive situation is leaving. So something that has kind of been binding you to a situation or making you feel kind of, weak in a particular way, is finally moving away from you. It's going out to sea. It's not directly in your face anymore. So it might be a divorce too. So it might kind of be the end of a cycle. So let's see. We have number 3, which is a challenge. We have the Sun here. So happiness and frivolity. So it might be difficult right now because everything just so happened to end around the same time. So being happy probably wasn't big on that priority as of yet. So that's still something you have to work on, being happy with yourself and your situation and who you are as a person. Because a lot of times we go through stuff in our lives and we forget who we are as people. And we forget that, our energy and our self-care matters. So you might be doing self-care days, meditating, doing stuff that you feel is good for you, and get you back to who you are as a person, what you like to do, and, activities you want to do for the future. Get back to your goals, get back to milestones you want to achieve in your life. Kind of make it so then you know who you are and what you're doing. Because if you don't have direction, you'll fall into the depression stuff, which is fine from time to time, but you can't be depressed all the time. You have to have a particular way you're going in your life and what you want to do. A lot of people have 1 or 2 things they want to do, and when it happens, they move on to something new. But, start small. If you just want to achieve day-to-day things, do that. If you have any long-term goals, write those down and see what you can do, because sometimes you get an opportunity to do stuff you always wanted to do because you put it out into the universe or it's on your vision board, and you're like, I never thought in my wildest dreams I'd do this, But I feel like you're getting to that point where, you might need to make a vision board so that you can meditate on things that you want to do. So we have lesson to remember. We have the Queen of Swords in reverse. So an intelligent, perspective woman. So somebody in your past was very enlightening to you. It might have told you a lot of really good things. Maybe, was very forthcoming with information and things to that effect. Excuse me. So, you lived by certain rules and regulations and stuff that they put on you, and now you can kind of do your own thing. Okay? So, number 5, we have lesson that you will learn this week. We have the Queen of Wands. The Queen of Wands is independent and charismatic person. This could be you or somebody that you're dealing with, but I feel like you're getting out on your own. So it's going to be an independent. You're pumped about the stuff you can do or what you're looking forward to as far as the holiday seasons, being free to make your own decisions, doing what you want to do, and not really having to worry about another person. I feel like some people are good in relationships and other people aren't. So, it's better to be yourself in both situations so you never miss who you are as a person. I feel like too many people get swept up in relationships and they forget who they are because people were trying to change them to be something else, and it's not good. So hopefully everything works out for you. So, alright. So that you're 100% good, you're achieving things, you're thriving, you're getting promotions, things like that. We have number 6. Number 6 is gift. So we have the Page of Pentacles. So there's an introverted child in the mix. So this could be your child, or it could be somebody else's child, or it could be kind of who you are as a person. Maybe you're a very introverted person as a child, and maybe you want to be extroverted. Usually Sagittariuses are a little bit of both, so you might actually want to kind of be in the middle. Alright, so that might be good for you. Also, if this is your child, I feel like they're going to be playing a lot of video games with their friends, which is always a good thing to build rapport with like their friends and know who they are as people too. So if that's the case, you never know. But you also might want to, get in touch with your inner child. Your inner child probably wants to play games or with toys or see movies or whatever the case was that as a kid that you wanted to do. Your 8-year-old self will be like, oh, when I grow up I'm going to do this. And then, like, did you do that? Some people, they would say no. But maybe you should try it. Figure out what you wanted to do when you were 8 years old and try it actually as an adult. Anyway, your channeled message was a demanding person. So you might actually be dealing with an ex that's very demanding, or a parental figure that's very demanding, or your children could be very demanding. So, you kind of have to find out where you apply to this equation and try to make sure that you are being heard just as much as the other people around you. It's a hard balance, but if you're the adult, you're going to have to tell your children, if you don't listen to me, the fact of the matter is that I pay the bills, and without me, I don't think you'd be playing your video games, So you do have to kind of respect your elders in that case. So it's like, the pecking order of generations. But yeah, children figure out very soon when their parents are on a cruise that they will probably have to pay the bills. And some of them aren't ready for that life lesson, so it's a big one. But, my mom left me at home a lot, so I had to pay the bills myself, so, anyway, Sagittarius, hopefully everything's going alright with you. Hopefully you find your voice in the situation that you're in now. I know it takes a while, but you do have to ease into either an adult situation, a child situation, a light situation, and a shadow side situation, where you're dealing with your own demons and stuff in your shadow situation. You're dealing with the public in your light situation, and then you're dealing with other things in your life in a more matter-of-fact situation. Alright? Anyway, Sagittarius, I will see you in the next reading, alright? Later.